Welcome to Raymond James Stadium, the big pirate ship in Tampa, Florida. A day full of college football has been great, but there's something special about a Saturday night game. It's the UAB Blazers and the USF Bulls. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the room. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Checking in with the USF head coach before the game. He understands this is a huge conference matchup with the 7-game winning streak on the line, but more importantly, conference play and ramifications for a conference championship. This is a huge matchup today, and he has warned his team, keep the streak alive by doing your job today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Blazers will kick off first, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Quick give. It's Isaac. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Let's talk for a second here about USF. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
The Blazers offense takes the field for the first. This game. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
They give it back to him. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Dropping back, it's Burton. Left side, it's Mims. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
The give. Has the 6. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Blazers are flying down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. To the ground. He's got it again. Immediately. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Tight end now in motion. Off play action. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more muscle on that football. It comes up short, got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
The ride. Spins away from the defense. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. And the Blazers will line up to punt it away. Looking for room. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Going to try to get it himself.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground. Offense set on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Croman home. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to throw on 1st. Pulls it in. It's Mims. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. The Blazers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun to give to the back. They were all over it.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the 1st himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls' offense will return to the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. He'll take a deep shot here. Goes high to pull it in. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Into the house. Touchdown, Bulls.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Blazers' offense looks primed and ready to get things rolling here. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Might as well run him again. It's a fumble. Bounced right back to them. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Burton. Got rid of it just in time.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
He's down right there, short gain on the ground.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Out wide right, it's Odom. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Plows his way ahead. There he goes. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide left, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, going airborne!
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Simpkins. The coverage team maintains his discipline. Much doing on that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Finds his man on the RPO. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Looking to pass, it's Burton. Takes the easy one to the back. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And the Blazers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 45. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Right side, it's Sullivan. And they'll get enough for the 1st down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the 1st quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Maybe some room. Got enough space. Touchdown, USF. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. From deep, it's Simpkins. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Hey guys, checking in from the UAB sideline. Guys, the running back told me something to keep an eye on. It's just he's a little banged up and bruised up. Last week in that win, a lot of contact that he absorbed, and he said he's got to really fight through it here today. Not 100%, but I will let you know how it's going from the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
Holly, we'll see what kind of problems that might cause. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Tries to get it himself. Got enough for the first down. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. To the air, it's Burton. Rushes on. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The give on the counter. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Look out. And the missed connection on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Slips through the line. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. This USF offense will open this drive right here. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, South Florida. He got loose and it was lights out after that. And the extra point gives him a 28-3 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished with a bang, a 71-yard scoring strike. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. UAB comes out, the offense looking for a productive drive. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. The fake wants to throw. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. They need a huge play on third and long. Moves the pocket. It's Burton. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped at the 28. That's a couple of yards short of the line to gain, and they'll need 2 on fourth down. The Blazers will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Searching for space. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
Turning it on! They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
On play action. They're all over him. Buying some time. Nothing there, and he just had to throw it away.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Job reading the QB's eyes, so there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
The kick is on its way. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Right back to it. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. To throw, it's Burton. Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him. And the Blazers will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Trying to take it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Grab behind the line. It's Isaac. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Isaac. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Out wide right, it's Isaac. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Right at the line. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Motion from the wideout. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And a lot of times on these play sheets, the offensive coordinators, man, they go, who do I want to get the ball to? How can I get him the ball? And sometimes when the space cramps down here in the red zone, how do you feature your guy? Nice job. Getting a little touch pass, getting him on the edge, letting him get some positive yards. He almost got in the end zone for the 2nd time there.
To the air, it's Croman Hope. Right side, it's Sullivan. Touchdown, Bulls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
He'll bring it out. It's Simpkins. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with the Mississippi State Bulldogs taking on the #1 team, the Texas Longhorns.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. Scanning the field, it's Burton. Rush right in his face. Out wide right, it's Mims. Runs through a man, and he might have space. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion. The Blazers have it with a 1st and 10. Takes off. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Blazers will punt this one away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down to the air. Here comes the heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
I think it's really hard to overthrow that guy. He is already that fast, and he breaks open, and you have an opportunity just to club up a little bit. Just put a little bit more air underneath that and let the speedster run underneath it and make you look like a hero, but, oh boy, it's kind of the opposite.
UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. The run inside, it's Simpkins. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run him again. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Wants to throw. It's Burton. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. This time they'll throw it. On the move. He's going to take off. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Blazers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Fires it incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Touchdown, Blazers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls' offense will return to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Rides to the back. Might have a chance. Inside the 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Bulls. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. His huge game continues. 3rd time he's gotten pay dirt in this one. And numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the season.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
The Blazers offense looks primed and ready to get things rolling here. There's certainly still a hill to climb. They've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Hits inside. It's Simpkins. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Handoff again. Breaks into the open. He breaks a tackle. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Blazers are rolling down the field. Using his legs, it's Ingram. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to Robinson. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the ground with the counter. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Going with the counter play here. Quick spin on the run. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, UAB. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
Number 39, set to kick it off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This USF offense will open this drive right here. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
The play fake. Fires to the right. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. 1st down and more. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the 1st down. He's had a day where he's really shown you he can do all things on the football field.
Fires to the middle, and they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And it's been fun to watch this QB execute today because he's shown you a little bit of everything. He's shown you the fastball. He's shown you the changeup, the ability to throw to all parts of the field. And he's still taking shots, even after having 4.
Makes the grab in their space. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. And the Bulls have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Could not make his way to the corner.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw. Finds a spot in the middle. Big guy tries to barrel in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Looking for the score. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. That hole closed quickly. He'll get 1 out to the 6.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
3rd and 6 yards to go. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Burton. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. The Blazers will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. From midfield, looking for room. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Off play action on 1st down. Escapes the pressure to his right. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the 1st down. The Bulls come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position.
Got some room entered to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
UAB comes out, the offense looking for a productive drive. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Running inside. It's Ingram. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Burton. Hauls it in. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your...
He'll take the deep shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Blazers decide to punt it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Turning it on. kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone.
55, UAB.
And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he's stopped at the 14. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
On third down, here's Robinson. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.